Welcome to Speak Forward English, where we help you master the language with confidence.
Hey Jerry, how's it going?
Sophia, I'm doing great, thanks. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, I've been wanting to ask you something. I'm trying to improve my English conversation skills, especially when it comes to talking about people I care about. Like my best friend, you know?
Oh, absolutely. That's such a useful topic. Talking about your best friend comes up all the time in conversations, right?
Exactly. So, where do I even start? Like, what's the best way to introduce the topic when someone asks me about my friends?
Well, the most natural way is usually when someone asks you something like, "Do you have a best friend?" Or, "Tell me about your close friends." And then you can jump right in with something like, "Yeah, I have this amazing best friend named," and then you give their name.
Okay, that makes sense. So, for example, I could say, I have this incredible best friend named Emma. We've known each other since high school.
Perfect. See, you're already doing it. And notice how you added that little detail about how long you've known each other. That's really important because it gives context.
Right, right. So, what other details should I include when I'm describing my best friend?
Well, there are a few key things people usually talk about. First, you might want to mention how you met, like, "We met in college," or "We used to be neighbors," or "We worked together at this coffee shop."
Oh, I like that. So, I could say something like, we actually met on the first day of university. We were both completely lost trying to find our dorm rooms.
That's perfect. That's such a vivid, specific memory. People love hearing stories like that because it's relatable, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so after I explain how we met, what comes next?
Well, you usually want to talk about their personality. Like, what kind of person are they? You could say things like, "She's really outgoing," or "He's super laid back," or "She's one of the most caring people I know."
Got it. So, personality traits. What are some other good adjectives I could use?
Oh man, there's so many. You could say someone is funny, hilarious, witty, sarcastic, or maybe they're thoughtful, considerate, generous, kind-hearted. If they're always there for you, you might say they're loyal, dependable, or reliable.
Those are great. What about if my friend is, really energetic and always wants to do things?
Oh, you could say they're adventurous, spontaneous, or full of energy. You might even say, "She's always up for anything," or "He's the kind of person who never says no to an adventure."
That's Emma for sure. I could totally say, my best friend Emma is incredibly spontaneous. Like, she once called me at midnight and said, let's drive to the beach and watch the sunrise. And we actually did it.
I love that. See, that's what makes your description come alive. You're not just saying she's spontaneous, you're showing it with a real example.
That's a good point. So, examples are really important.
Absolutely. Anyone can say, "My friend is funny," but when you say, "My friend is hilarious. Last week she did this impression of our boss that had everyone crying from laughter," that's when people really get a sense of who your friend is.
That makes so much sense. What about describing what we like to do together? Is that important too?
Oh yeah, definitely. Shared activities and interests are a huge part of friendship. You could say things like, "We love going hiking together," or "We're both obsessed with trying new restaurants," or "We have this tradition where we binge watch shows every Friday night."
Okay, so like Emma and I are both total foodies. We have this ongoing challenge where we try to find the best tacos in the city.
That sounds amazing. And see how that tells us something about both of you? It shows what you bond over.
Right. What if I want to talk about why this person is so important to me? Like, what makes them my best friend specifically?
Ooh, that's the deep stuff. That's when you might talk about how they've been there for you during tough times, or how they just get you in a way other people don't. You could say something like, "She's always there when I need her," or "He knows me better than I know myself sometimes," or "I can tell her anything without being judged."
So more emotional, meaningful stuff.
Exactly. You might say, "When my dad was sick last year, Emma showed up at my door every single day with coffee and just sat with me. That's when I realized she wasn't just a friend, she was family."
Wow, that's really touching. So, being specific about those moments really makes a difference, huh?
It really does. And you don't have to get too serious all the time either. You can mix in the fun stuff. Like, we have the most ridiculous inside jokes that no one else understands. Or we can communicate with just facial expressions at this point.
Oh, yeah, the inside jokes, those are the best. So I could say, Emma and I have this thing where whenever we see a dog, we rate it. Like, that's definitely a 12 out of 10 would pet.
That's perfect. That's so specific and fun. You know what else is good to mention? How your friend has influenced you or helped you grow as a person.
Oh, interesting. Like how they've changed me?
Yeah. You could say things like, she's taught me to be more confident, or he's helped me see things from different perspectives, or because of her, I've become more adventurous.
That's really nice. So maybe I could say, before I met Emma, I was pretty shy and reserved, but she's always pushing me out of my comfort zone in the best way. Now I'm so much more open to new experiences.
Beautiful. That's exactly the kind of thing that shows the depth of your friendship. What about differences? Should you mention how you're different from your best friend?
Ooh, good question. Should I?
I think so. Because a lot of times best friends aren't exactly alike. You might say, we're actually pretty different in some ways. She's super organized and I'm more of a go-with-the-flow person, but somehow it works.
Yeah, like opposites attract kind of thing.
Exactly. You could say, she's a morning person and I'm a total night owl, or I'm more introverted and he is the life of the party, but we balance each other out.
So it shows that you complement each other even with your differences.
Right, and it makes your friendship sound more real and authentic. Oh, and another thing people often talk about is how long they've been friends and what that means.
Like the history of the friendship?
Yeah, you might say, we've been best friends for over 10 years now, or we've been through everything together, breakups, job changes, moving to different cities. That longevity really shows the strength of the bond.
So I could say something like, Emma and I have been inseparable for 8 years. We've been through college graduation, first jobs, terrible relationships, and somehow we're still going strong.
Perfect. That paints such a clear picture. You know what else is nice to include? Future plans or dreams you have together.
Oh, like things we want to do?
Exactly. We're planning to take a trip to Japan next year, or we've always said we'd be each other's maids of honor, or we want to start a business together someday. It shows the friendship is ongoing and you're looking forward to more time together.
I love that. So, what about if someone asks me what I appreciate most about my best friend? How do I answer that?
That's a great question. You want to be genuine here. You might say, what I appreciate most is her honesty. She'll tell me the truth even when I don't want to hear it. Or, I love that he makes me laugh even on my worst days. Or, I appreciate how she never makes me feel bad for being myself.
Those are all really heartfelt. I think for me, I'd say what I appreciate most about Emma is her unwavering support. Like, even when I have the most ridiculous ideas, she's right there saying, let's do it.
That's wonderful. See, you're really getting the hang of this. Oh, and sometimes people ask about challenges in the friendship too. Like, do you ever fight?
Oh, yeah, that's realistic. Not everything is perfect all the time, right?
Exactly. It's honest to say something like, of course we've had our disagreements, but we always talk it out. Or, we had a rough patch a few years ago, but working through it made us even closer.
So it's okay to admit the friendship isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
Totally. It actually makes your description more believable. You could say, sometimes we get on each other's nerves, especially when we're stressed, but we know how to give each other space and come back stronger.
That's really mature. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another good phrase. You can talk about how your friend brings out the best in you. Like, she brings out my adventurous side, or he makes me want to be a better person.
Aw, that's sweet. So maybe Emma brings out my confidence. When I'm with her, I feel like I can do anything.
Perfect. And you know what? You can also use comparisons to describe your friendship. Like, we're like two peas in a pod, or we're basically like siblings at this point.
Oh yeah, those expressions. We're joined at the hip is another one, right?
Yes, that's a good one. Or we're cut from the same cloth if you're really similar. There's also we finish each other's sentences or we're on the same wavelength.
These are so useful. What about describing specific memories or moments that really defined the friendship?
Oh, those are gold. You definitely want to share those. Like, I'll never forget the time we got lost in New York City and ended up having the best night of our lives. Or there was this moment when I was crying over a breakup and she just showed up with ice cream and didn't leave my side.
Those kinds of stories really show the connection.
Absolutely. And they're interesting to listen to. People love hearing about the memorable moments because it helps them understand why this friendship is so special to you.
So I could tell a story like, last year I was terrified to give this big presentation at work. Emma came over the night before, helped me practice like 100 times, and even made me laugh when I was freaking out. The next day, she sent me texts throughout the whole presentation with ridiculous gifts. I couldn't have done it without her.
That's fantastic. That shows so many dimensions of your friendship: the support, the humor, the dedication. See, you're painting a complete picture.
I'm starting to see how all these elements come together. What about when I want to wrap up talking about my best friend? What's a good way to conclude?
Good question. You usually want to end on a positive note that summarizes how you feel. Something like, I honestly don't know what I'd do without her. Or, he's more than a best friend, he's family. Or, I'm so grateful to have her in my life.
So something that really emphasizes the importance of the friendship.
Exactly. You could say, at the end of the day, Emma is the person who knows all my flaws and loves me anyway. That's pretty rare, and I don't take it for granted.
That's really beautiful. Okay, so let me try putting this all together. If someone asked me to tell them about my best friend, I could say something like this. My best friend's name is Emma, and we met 8 years ago on our first day of university. She's one of the most spontaneous, caring people I know. We're both total foodies, so we're always trying new restaurants together. What I love most about her is that she pushes me out of my comfort zone in the best possible way. Like, before I met her, I would never have gone skydiving or tried stand-up comedy, but she has this way of making me feel brave. We've definitely had our ups and downs. There was this one time we didn't talk for 2 weeks over something stupid, but we always figure it out. I honestly can't imagine my life without her. She's not just my best friend, she's family.
Sophia, that was absolutely perfect. You hit every single point we talked about. How you met, her personality, what you do together, specific examples, challenges, and how much she means to you. I'm impressed.
Thanks. This conversation really helped me organize my thoughts about how to describe friendships in English.
I'm glad. And you know, the best part about talking about your best friend is that it should feel natural because you know them so well. The words should flow because the feelings are real.
That's true. It's not like memorizing a script, it's just sharing something genuine.
Exactly. And remember, everyone's friendship is unique, so your description will always be different from someone else's. That's what makes it special.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, thanks so much for walking me through all of this, Jerry. This was really helpful.
Anytime, Sophia. And hey, now I'm curious about Emma. She sounds like an awesome person.
She really is. Maybe I'll introduce you two someday.
I'd like that. All right, well, good luck with your English practice. You're doing great.
Thanks. See you later, Jerry.
See ya, Sophia. Take care.